Hello, good evening, everybody. Hi, Susan, Vincent. Okay, you have to unmute your mic because I think your mic is muted.
Okay, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi Benny. Good evening to you.
Hold on, I still can't hear your voice. Is it something?
Let's try.
Yep, Benny, can you hear us?
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm still unable to hear you, but you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you. Yep.
Okay, let us check for a while. And for those who are joining, just join us. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Tonight we have two guests, Vincent and Susan from RHB Investment Bank. Okay. All right, great. Guys, if you can hear us, can you just type in the comment section yes so that we can start? Yeah. So we just want to check whether you are able to hear us.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now very well.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
That's great.
All right, Steven, thank you so much. YFCO. All right, we are set to go. Okay, once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight on our session. We're going to talk about Broker's Insights, which are basically represented by Vincent and Susan, who is from RHB Investment Bank. Right, we're going to talk about in the futures market, right? Because we do look at how futures traders trade in the market. There are buyers, there are also sellers, but at the end, who makes the money, right? So today, that's the topic for discussion. Tonight, we have our special guests, Vincent and Susan from RHB Investment Bank, right? And before we start, I just have to bring this up. Whatever that is being discussed here today and also being shared here today is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended as any investment advice. So if you do want to look for investment advice, please do look for a professional and licensed investment advisor. All right. So as usual, today we have three gifts. We have every gift is worth 50 ringgit of touch and go top ups to be won tonight. So please do pay attention because the questions is going to be from whatever that is being mentioned here tonight. All right. Okay, so Vincent and Susan, both of you are basically in the derivatives part of RHB Investment Bank, right?
Correct. Yes, we are in futures and commodities. Yeah,
All right.
that's the business we are in the investment bank.
Okay, maybe later I'll ask you guys what are your roles in RHBIB, but first of all, congratulations to you guys for being the best retail derivatives participant for 2019. Okay, and also in the recently concluded Bursa Awards, right?
Thank you, Benny.
Yeah, so as a derivatives broker, since you guys won the best retail, right? What sets you apart from being able to achieve such milestone?
Okay, I have to say this, we would not have won the award if not for the support of all our clients. I think they are the ones who contributed all the business to us, and we have to thank them for that. And also, we have got a great bunch of colleagues, who have worked hard and help us to achieve these awards. So that is as much I have to say. I think RHB Investment Bank, we have got the largest network of branches, in Malaysia, and we also have the most futures brokers, in Malaysia, and that's why I think this is the main reason why we have been able to reach out to more clients through these channels. So besides these, we also have very good what do you call that educational platform where we hold webinars for all our clients, and this has been proven to be very effective over the period of even the pandemic, and we were able to reach out to many of them during this period. And of course, like everyone else, we managed to onboard quite a lot of the new accounts during this period. So because of all the branches that we have, and also because of all our futures brokers, our sign-up rate was high, and also we had a lot of what they call people who were not trading in the past. They came back and started trading with us again. So I think those are the things that has helped us a lot, in the business. Maybe Susan, you can add on something,
Yeah, we actually have a picture of our awards in the slides. I'm not sure and you are able to see it or not.
So we'll put on the slide.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so this is our awards.
Yeah, so you can see, in the awards, right? We have got all our bosses there very proud, holding the trophies. Yeah, in fact, just to even mention about the other awards that we have won, 2018 and 2017 too, we have also won the same award from Busan, Malaysia.
Yeah. So this was for 2019, right? And during this COVID period, during the MCO, we actually see a lot of people who are new into investing have opened up accounts for equities trading, right? But do you see the same jump as well? People who are now suddenly interested in opening accounts in futures trading as well?
Of course, I think in times of volatility, any form of investments is good, because people find that this is an opportunity to trade and try and make money off the market. So we also have seen interest actually jump, during the same period as when the market was very volatile. I think to add on what we have said, the markets have actually come up a lot, and I think one of the things we will discuss later on is that I think for equities people, they do not have the avenue to actually short the market. Whereas futures, we have got an avenue to actually take a short position, when we are bearish on the market. So that is actually a different element that we have, for futures product. So later on, we'll discuss on, whether clients have been able to make money during this period of wild swings.
So since we are in this topic, I mean, both of you has been in the derivatives market. Like Vincent, maybe you want to explain to them what do you do in RHB Investment Bank, and maybe Susan as well, so that the audience get to know you guys.
Okay. Well, basically, I am in sales, corporate sales and marketing. So I will try to onboard, corporate clients to the team, and reach out to corporate traders. Besides that, I will also help out in the marketing of the retail to retailers, and also organize marketing initiatives to reach out to them. I conduct webinars too, so that to give our clients some educational background on how they can improve as a trader. There is also one more part which I do, which is actually I contribute a commentary to the CPO market. I actually comment every morning which write a commentary every morning, which will be sent out to all our corporate clients, which also is being shared to our retail investors. So pretty much that's what I do, yeah.
Right.
And for me, right, I'm a futures broker representative. So basically, what we do is we serve clients, and then any questions from our clients, like if they want to, like how to trade, or how do they start trading, or how to operate the platform. This one we give all the education to our clients, and our clients also benefit with RHB also, because we actually have our each specific futures broker representative for each client, so it's very easy to reach us. And then we also talk a lot about the markets with our clients. So we hope that this can help our clients in trading.
Vincent, you mentioned that you also provide education to your clients, and how frequent is that?
Okay, besides myself, we have a whole team of speakers, who actually regularly conducts webinars. I think each of us are specialized in individual topics. And so during the period whereby we have all these education programs going on, each of us will take the area of our specialty, So even Susan does webinars, she has conducted many, even in Chinese. And also, of course, we have colleagues, from Penang and also Malacca, who has helped out in webinar education. And most of the webinars are actually done by the business development team in Kuala Lumpur. But like I mentioned, we have got our colleagues from Penang, Malacca, and elsewhere, to contribute to the education program. Yeah.
Right. Also, you got not just in Kuala Lumpur, but the other states as well.
Yeah. In fact, because through the online platforms, right, those conducting from Penang also will be broadcasted to the clients to the whole of Malaysia.
Okay. And these are only available for your clients?
In fact, we don't specify it's just for our clients. In fact, when we do conduct these webinars, we will actually open it up to non-clients as well. Basically, I think it's also to educate the public about futures trading. I think it's not a very well-known thing, in Malaysia, and that's why we have to do our part to help out, to educate people and help them to understand what futures is all about.
Right. Okay. Now, so before I continue on our questions, we're going to give out the first prize for the early birds who just join us. All
Okay,
right.
we can join, all right?
Yeah, this is a very simple question, and you know that we are also streaming on Facebook and also YouTube, and because the feed may be delayed slightly longer in Facebook, so we're gonna divide the prizes. We're gonna have two prizes worth 50 ringgit touch and go top up each for Facebook live viewers, and we have one for the YouTube viewers. All right. So this is basically for the Facebook one first, because we have more people viewing Facebook than on the YouTube channel. So we got two prizes for those who are viewing from Facebook. All right. So guys on YouTube, you may wait for the second question, but now for those on the Facebook, the selection of winner is very simple. There can only be one winner for a 50 ringgit touch and go voucher. The first person who answers the question correctly is going to win that 50 ringgit touch and go voucher. All right. So once you have won, give us some time, give us about 5 minutes to refresh the comment section to see who actually answers first. All right. So immediately if you got the answer, you can just type it out on your comment section. Our colleague will basically look for those the person who actually answered first. All right. So very simple question, this one. All right. If you have listened to us since the beginning, you should be able to know this answer quite easily. All right. So the question is, RHB Investment Bank is the best retail derivatives participant for which year? All right. Okay, so you can key in the answers right now. We will take a look at your answers later on. and then we'll choose the winner, right? Okay, let's see who the winner is later. Now, I think a lot of investors probably know what's the function of an equities broker, right? Which most of the participants, in fact, here we did run a few futures webinars, right? But I think a lot of people also want to know what's the function, right, of futures brokers and how they are different from the equity market. Maybe you want to explain a little bit.
Okay, I'll let Susan take the question.
Okay. Basically, our difference, the futures broker, how the futures broker is different from equities is that the futures brokers deal with the futures contracts, which are like the futures contract in Bursa are the FKLI and FCPO. FKLI is the futures on the KLCI index. Like the KLCI index is basically an index that has a weighted average price of the 30 stocks in the index. But that one KLCI index is not able to trade, but this FKLI futures on KLCI is able to trade as a futures. So this is what we futures brokers are dealing with. And also, other than the index, we also deal with products like CPO, that is considered a commodity product. Yeah, so a lot of our clients are plantations as well, or millers. They use this CPO, futures of CPO, to hedge their positions. And also some of them, they like to speculate the prices or lock in the prices as well. So this is the main difference between the futures and stocks.
Yeah, just to add on what Susan said, the palm oil contract, futures contract is actually the top contract in Bursa, Malaysia. And many people actually like the contract because it is very liquid and there are many players who actually get involved in the contract. So that's the reason why the CPO contract is the best product in Bursa, Malaysia.
Yeah, so we have the index futures, we have the CPO futures. Any other product that, that is being offered under Bursa Malaysia?
Yes, the index future, which is FKLI, and also the FGO, FGLD. So these are the products, and of course they have got the upcoming FMG50 coming up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Those FMG is just to add on, the FMG is the bond, some sort of like a bond futures.
Bond futures, yeah.
Yeah, so if they want to have an exposure in government bonds, they can also look at the futures if they want to.
Yeah, but looks like it's not going to be a retail product. I think it's only the corporate people who will be looking at that. But for FKLI and for FCPO, which the two contracts retailers are more interested in.
Right. These are the two most liquid ones as well, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Now, so we do see a very volatile situation in the local stock market, and I think even in crude palm oil prices, right? If you look at the past 2 years, the price swing has been quite big, both CPO and also FKLI. So what do you think are the good products to trade in current markets?
Okay. Over here, we can see that there are very wild swings in both markets recently, and traders love volatility, and when there is volatility, then there is actually volume. So when the volume is there, it's easy for traders to buy and sell easily. When there is a range-bound situation where prices don't move very much, that is the time when clients actually trade less due to the lack of volatility. And also coming to the point whether they can make money off these wild swings. Benny, I believe that you also do and conduct technical analysis courses, right? In fact, for most of the retailers, who trade the market, they depend a lot on charts. and timing is the essence for them for entry and exits. For institution and corporate traders, they will be more on a long-term basis, and they rely a lot on fundamentals, and their perspective is much longer time frame compared to the retailers. I think the reason being, retailers have got limited capital, and therefore, for them to be trading the market, they have to have this short-term perspective. And how do they do it is by implementing trading strategies which are not too long-term, so that they can take advantage of all these wild swings. Also, the period where we have mentioned what they call recently, during the pandemic, when prices were crashing, initially, and then after that, it rose again due to, hopes of maybe a vaccine or something like that. I would say that quite a lot of the retail clients, they have been able to make markets, during those wild swings, if they implemented the correct strategies. For the corporate clients, they have been basically taking advantage of high prices, especially for CPO. They have been hedging their positions, taking advantage of high prices. For them, hedging is basically part of the game that they do a lot, because they are not concerned about what they call that, making just profits from trading. They basically have got plantations which produce physical CPO, and when they sell the sell futures CPO, they can actually also do a delivery when time comes. Not necessarily they will close off the positions. For retailers, they can't do delivery, of course. So therefore, their strategies are mainly targeted to risk reward kind of a scenario, whereby they will what they call do risk management through this strategy. And of course, they use a lot of technical indicators. I know you mentioned too, benefit in one of your sessions. You mentioned that you use stochastics for entry and also exit. I think so, right? It is definitely one of the tools that the what they call retailers use a lot too. And I think the thing is about whether they are in the playing in the primary trend or the secondary trend. As you mentioned too, you love your setups, and your setups, mainly looking at a longer term perspective, and then after that you micro down to your entry using stochastics. I think basically most retailers, they will use this kind of strategy.
Maybe I guess for different traders, they will have different strategies, right? There are people who even trade intraday, or there are people who even trade a few minutes and they make profits, and then that's it. That's their day, right? So it really depends. And guys, if you want to know further on how you can get more information from RHB Investment Bank, from Vincent and Susan, later we'll post the link. So stay with us. This is where you can actually contact them and also find out about the services that do provide. And of course, we're going to ask them what services do they provide as well, that make them become the best retail participating broker, right? So you talk about, there's a question, I just want to interrupt a bit, because there's a question actually from Wong Hongji. Is basically asking, do you have a percentage of those who are actually hedging in the FKLI as compared to those who are just trading?
Okay, we don't have the numbers, but all we can tell you is that it exists, right? To what percentage, we have no idea. Because the corporate or the institution, right? They can actually mix and match their strategies. Some may be for hedging, And if they find that their positions are favorable, they could be unwinding it as well. So we won't know for certain how much is being hedged.
Yeah, and also other than that, other than hedging, a lot of them are actually trading this spreads trading. Yeah, spreads trading is some sort of like if they are able to count the fair value of the FKLI, then they are able to do a spreads trading. Spreads trading is such as the difference of this price of the FKLI of the different month. Let's say it's FKLI September and FKLI October, right? They have some different pricing due to some dividend changes and distribution between the months. So if they are able to calculate fair value, then they have a good advantage in trading the spreads. Yeah.
So it's basically trading the difference between the two contract months, and you can also do this on the CPO, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, can Susan, you show the audience, the clients who are involved in CPO trading and also FKLI. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the players who are involved in the futures market. I think we have mentioned hedgers, right? We also want to mention proprietary traders. I think Susan has said that some traders, they look at spreads, and for proprietary traders, they look at spreads very closely because their formula to make money from the market is basically to trade the spreads. For this group of people or group of traders, they love a market to be in a range-bound situation. They can do a lot of trades, in situations where the market has got no certainty in trend. When the market is trending, this group of traders, usually they are find difficulty because this is not their model for trading. For local participants, some of them also trade spreads, but also outright positions are what they call they look for outright positions, when they make a call whether the market is bearish or bullish. So these two groups of people, like we mentioned, they do trade spreads, which is a bit more exotic in a sense compared to a outright position. The other group of people, market makers, they are not there to make any profit from the market. They are basically there to give the bid and ask in a situation when the market is not liquid. Not to say that both FCPO and FKLI is not liquid, but they are there, when there is a situation whereby there's a lacking of buyers or sellers, they will come in and provide the bid and ask. For retailers, we have also kind of touched on it. And retailers, for them, they are always at disadvantage because of the limitation of capital. If they do get the wrong position, usually we will see them take a cut loss, right? In fact, through our platforms, we are allowed to key in stop loss orders. So retailers will calculate to the point, how much losses they can take for a certain trade, and they can key in basically the stop loss order, and if that position is wrong, the stop loss will be triggered and they will be out of the trade. So that's how retailers manage their risk position. I think for people who are listening, I want to encourage you all, to actually attend our webinars, come and listen to us how, we actually teach people to handle different situations in the market. And to say that retailers have not been making money compared to the big boys, I think it is a understatement. Of course, we have seen reports that retailers lose the most money, right? But with the right kind of education, the right kind of mindset, the right kind of psychology, the right kind of strategy, they are successful ones. So we have seen those, and don't be discouraged. If you hear that, these are the least successful bunch of traders.
Yeah, but I also want to add on, there's actually a lot of retailers, because retailers, what we mean for retailers is that there's beginners, there are intermediate, some of them are more advanced. And also you can see here we have the local participants. So actually local participants are sort of like retailers also, but local participants, they are more committed in trading. So a lot of our local participants means they have an agreement with Bursa that a lot of them, they focus and they trade for a living. Yeah, so those are the people before that, they are actually retailers, or they come out from the proprietary desk, and then they manage to survive and manage to win the market with their correct strategy and correct implementation of this all this discipline thing, and they manage to make a profit out of the market. Yeah.
Then I think the last one, algorithm traders. These people, they actually have programs written for themselves, or they ask someone to actually write these programs to trade the markets automatically. They will take away the psychological part of trading and allow the mechanical process to take place. And so RHB does provide APIs, for them to connect to our trading platforms. So this is another part of the service whereby we offer to our more sophisticated clients.
Right. Right, so we have the different players in the market, and I think when a person who want to start to trade futures, and especially when they especially the one who has been invested for the market for quite some time, right? They always think that the futures market is very risky. I mean, that's the impression that a lot of people have, right? Because you've heard about stories about people like Nick Leeson, who even brought down the Barings Bank because of futures trading. We have heard of people lost a lot of money in futures trading. So we have so many different kind of retail investors, but how, like we said earlier, not really retail investors. If they have the right strategy, they can make money, right? But do these retail investors, like people like you and I mean, if we are investing or trading in our own money, we are retail investors. But do we have advantages like the other market players, especially like those who hedging, who have more information, or basically the retail investors have the same information like most of the other have as well?
Okay, to answer that question, Benny, I think you already know the answer, but I'm going to answer it because of our audience. I think for the smaller players, what we observe is that, if let's say the strategies are too short term, very short time frames, usually these strategies tend to be a bit volatile, and clients will lose money because strategies are too short term. But if let's say, they put in a longer term strategy, like maybe on an hourly or a daily basis, a strategy that runs over a few days, usually these are the ones that will be more successful. From what I see, people who holds a position when the market is trending, those are the ones who have been able to come out with profits. For those who go in and out too many times in a day, I think those are the ones who have struggled in their trading. So of course, it is good to consider what they call that longer term perspective, because we are playing in line with a longer term trend. But not to say people cannot make money from short term trading, like Susan mentioned just now, right? From the proprietary traders' point of view, they do go in and out, buy and sell, many times in a day. But they are a special bunch of people, who have got a formula in place to trade the market in such a way. And therefore, their profit expectations are not very high. They trade in bigger volumes, but like mentioned earlier, they don't like big trends. Big trends do take away the advantage that they have. Yeah.
Okay, for me, I think to answer your question, do the retailers have any benefit, any other benefit from
at
the
least whether they have the same information like the other participants as well.
Okay, information is a thing. Okay, a lot of some people use like fundamental and some people use technical analysis, but usually sometimes like we always see when the news come out and the prices don't always go according to the news. A lot of time it happens. So for information wise, right, all this information thing, it also depends on the discipline and emotional control. We also see that corporates that are making losses because of not say wrong analysis, because there's one emotion factor that is very hard to cut loss. Even the corporates make this kind of mistake. Even the hedgers, they need to calculate their positions and do the right hedging. But a lot of hedgers actually sometimes do try to speculate the market also. But it is all, for me, right, it is all about emotion control. Yeah, when you can't control your trades with the right discipline, then they will make a loss. So I think almost 90% people have fair this kind of how to say the market is efficient. How to say efficient, right?
Yeah.
They have a fair amount of information. Just the way that the trade makes them different.
Okay, one request from you, if you can, put your presentation mode on your PowerPoint presentation so that the audience can actually see it bigger.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Oops.
Awesome. Now.
Okay.
Okay. This one is this is not in your presentation.
This is not presentation mode.
Your presentation mode. Your presentation go to somewhere already. I think this is like your control panel.
My control panel.
Let me see. Can you try presentation mode again?
Okay.
Oh, still the same.
Still
it's
the same.
smaller. Yeah, maybe no need to just leave it like just now, better. Yeah. Okay, so while we're still trying to figure out how to put it on a big screen, I'm going to announce the first winner for tonight's 50 ringgit touch and go top up. All right, but guys, for those winners, I'm going to put a comment down there. You have to basically share something on your Facebook in order to win your prizes. All right, so all you need to do is to actually click in. I have won RM50 touch and go top up from this live session tonight with the link there. You can just copy the whole thing and just post it on your Facebook. All right, for the winner only lah. Okay, so I'm going to announce the first winner for tonight, and he is King Lee. All right, so King Lee, our guys will be in touch with you shortly. Okay, and make sure that you copy and paste the text that we just mentioned to you earlier. Right? I have 150 ringgit touch and go top up from this live session tonight at that Facebook page. So copy that and paste it on your Facebook, and then we will send you the touch and go voucher. All right. Okay, I have one question before I go on to the next question for the touch and go top up. All right. Hongji Wong is again asking, is there such a thing as stop hunt if retailers put in their stop losses in the platform or on the platform?
Okay. There is some things that are going on like this, especially when the retailers take on the bigger players, and the bigger players are able to manipulate in such a sense, to trigger these stop losses so that they can buy lower or sell higher. So the advice for retailers, basically, you have to put a longer time frame for your trading. Don't put in short-term time frames, like for example, a 5 minutes time frame will definitely be easily triggered, when you put in your stop losses. For what they call that, for trend traders, their stop losses are much further away, and so the big boys, they also don't actually try and disturb the market in such a sense, in a way, which will break the long-term trend, because the long-term trend depends on fundamentals and also the sentiment. The only way people get triggered is when their stop losses are too nearby.
So we have a special way to place a stop loss that is away from the eyes of this big guys. So there's actually a synthetic stop loss, right? We offer there's a synthetic stop loss in one of our trading platforms. So if for seasoned traders, the synthetic stop loss do matter, because it is like a stop loss that is in the platform only. It only triggers and sent out to the market when it is when the price reach a certain point. Yeah, that's this kind of special type of orders. So so it depends on what kind of traders you are. But for myself, it is the stop loss serves as a function when your trades goes wrong, and then you need to be stopped out, because that's the trading plan. But if you have other type of trading plan that needs a synthetic stop loss, you can go ahead with that.
All right.
Yeah, but these are kind of what they call special orders, right? Do contact us, so that we can explain more. But for this particular session, I think it is kind of deep, for non-futures people to understand.
Yeah, in fact, I have I think someone had the orders, the type of orders that you have in the futures market is also different from the one that is in the equities market, right? And a lot of these orders in the futures market, is catered for traders, lah. So in fact, like synthetic orders and stop orders and stop limit orders, and this kind of orders are all available uniquely to the futures market.
That's why Susan is very nice. She wants to share all our secrets to the audience.
Yeah, so like Vincent said, later we'll share with you how you can actually get in touch with RHB Investment Bank, how to get in touch with Vincent and Susan, so that they can basically share with you more about the futures market. Because today we only have 1 hour, and basically we just want to introduce, RHB Investment Bank and their products and services to you guys. And if you're interested, later we'll share you a link, we'll share you a comment, a message where you can reach them. All right. So based on your experiences as a broker, Vincent and Susan, what kind of clients do you think can make money in the futures market?
In fact, I think we mentioned earlier on that all groups of clients, they can make money in a certain way. From what we observed, that when the market is going through its different cycles and different patterns, different group of traders will make money from the different situations that the market has. Like for proprietary traders, we mentioned, they don't like when markets are trending. They love markets to be, in a range bound or neutral situation where many trades are being done in that particular zone. Of course, for retailers, they would love a trending market, because they want to see, immediate results when they enter a trade. So for a trending market is more beneficial for retailers. For hedgers, of course, they sometimes, like Susan mentioned, right, they do make the wrong decision, basically when they hedge too early in a trend. But for hedgers, it is not a big issue for them because they can actually deliver the oil when they actually sell in the futures market. For the algorithm traders, they are not concerned about long-term trends. They do many trades because it is a mechanical process. They will always look at the fair value of a market in different situations, and when there is a disparity or a price, which is advantageous, to them, they will take the trade and they will close it out, in a very quick fashion to, when they see a profit. And of course, cutting losses also very fast as well. When they see that, when they have entered a certain position and it's not going their way, they will be out of the trade, in a very quick way. Yeah.
So it's basically that for those who actually have a strategy or a plan to trade, as compared to those who just go in there and trade blindly, is it?
Of course. Those who are like seasoned and very focused on trading, like learn along the way, and then those who have more commitment, means like they really trade out of a living. Those are the accounts that they first actually they go through some sort of cycle. Normally, when retailers jump in the market, they are beginners. So a lot of beginners earn a little bit at the beginning. After that, they lost, and then a lot of them they give up. But those who are very focused on learning and studying, they can survive, and they are the ones who get the profits from the market. Yeah. So I think learning and this discipline is very important. But at first, the most important thing is to survive in the market first. Yeah, make sure you don't lose too much, and when your strategy is losing too much money, too much drawdowns, and it's a time to review the strategy again. Yeah, those are the people who really learn.
So continuous learning and discipline.
Yeah, the journey is very important, for traders. Yeah, so that's why we always encourage clients to attend our education program through the webinars, and to update themselves, on different market situation. And of course, there's also this self learning, they got to be chasing after, things, like read more, research more, and that's how they can improve. Of course, the other thing is that they have to practice. We do have a demo account, for people who wants to try out, trading, and they can test out their strategies on the demo account, whereby you don't need to. It's virtual money that you're trading with, so you don't feel the pain, if you make a wrong trade. But that's one way to test out, your strategy. Yeah.
So that's available on your platform, is it? That demo one?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna put up the comment section, and this is how you can actually reach RHB Investment Bank. You can reach Vincent and Susan. So we're just gonna put a comment section on the comment section, and we'll pin it on the comment so that you are able to click on the links provided. Right. So if you want to get in touch with them, you can also click on the link that is provided shortly. Our guys will put the link there. All right. So before we go further, Vincent and Susan, I'm just going to go for the second question. This is for the Touch and Go winners, right? And this time it is for YouTube viewers. Okay, so those who are viewing on the Facebook, you have to wait for the third question. This is for the YouTube viewers. So the first person who answered the question correctly in our YouTube channel, you will be the winner. All right, so we will announce the winner as soon as we get the refreshed comments. Right. So second question, also quite simple. If you've been following us, you should know this answer as well. So the second question for YouTube viewers is this: which Bursa Malaysia derivatives product has the highest liquidity? That means the most volume. All right. So if you type in the futures contract that has the highest volume in Bursa Malaysia products, and I'm not talking about other products. So please do type in your YouTube comment. Sorry, YouTube, not Facebook. Facebook, you have to wait for the third one. All right. And guys, for those who answer this question, you agree to actually put in the comments I just mentioned earlier, right? I have won 50 ringgit from this live session today, and with the link. All right. Okay, let's go on. So I'm sure as in your experience, you've also seen people who started trading futures, maybe part-time, and some of them go professional, right? Trading it full-time. So what do you think it takes to become a professional full-time or professional trader?
Well, to become a professional trader and willing to do it for a living, basically, these are the people who have already enjoyed some success trading small and testing out their strategies, and what they call that, they have actually acquired, knowledge about the markets and how to actually handle them. So when these people achieve that kind of level, they will progressively move on to become a professional trader. Some would actually quit their job, under so-called my chat group, right? I have full-time traders who actually trade for a living. They don't have any other jobs. They basically make money from markets to sustain their living. So it is what they call that, a career that is tough, but it's also rewarding for people who make it. Like everything else, is there must be hard work put in it, and you have to be very determined to become successful. As with anything else, yeah. Susan is a successful dealer because she provides very good service to the clients, and they keep coming back to her.
Yeah. So you reckon that a person maybe want to start off trading the futures, can they straight away become a professional trader?
I doubt so.
It has a life. It's actually a lot of our clients here who trade for a long time and eventually succeeded. They actually have a hobby looking at the market. So a lot of them they trade. Maybe they don't. Most important is don't show hand. Like if you show hand like that, it's very difficult to when it goes wrong, and it's very difficult to get back the money. So those who treat it as a hobby and they really love market, love looking at the price chart and do some research, reading news, new strategy, take on new strategy, new ideas. These are the very important factors to be a good trader. Yeah. Did I answer the question? Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, if you are prepared and if you have experience before, I guess it's easier lah. But if you don't have any experience at all, maybe you don't want to quit your job and start trading the futures market, right?
Yeah, treat it as a hobby first. Yeah.
Okay, we got the winner for the second question. All right, the winner here is from YouTube. This is from YouTube comment. Is Nurul Hidayah Khairi. All right, so congratulations. Our guys will get in touch with you shortly for you to redeem your 50 ringgit touch and go top up. All right. Now, so we've been talking about trading, and we're talking about futures trading and clients who has been making money, and of course there are clients who do not make money. We have looked at the differences in this kind of different traders. As a trader, maybe you want to share with us what do RHB has in the trading platform.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Susan will show you. Yeah, what we have.
Okay. Let me try the full screen again. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, I think it doesn't help lah. Still have to stay with this page. Yeah. The trading platforms, okay, basically we have three types of trading platform. So one is called the QST. It looks around like that. We also have the AES. The AES platform. Sorry. Yeah, the AES platform is very simplistic and easy to use platform. So for the beginner clients, we usually like them to use AES first because it's easy to use, easy to learn. You can see all your funds here already, and you can set up the contracts easily from here and look at the price like that. And also you can easily access the charting system. This is a free platform with us, and we have a professional dealers for each one of our clients, and so we can guide our clients through how to use the platform if you're a beginner. And for more seasoned traders, or they like to trade in a faster manner, they can use QST because it's called a swift swift trading experience. Yeah, very fast order entering if you're using this QST for more seasoned traders. But if you can use it as a beginner as well, just need a little bit more time to get used to the platform. Yeah, because it's a very customizable. Like you can make it. This is how it looks like in this view lah, but you can customize it in a very different way. You can put the charts or the price ladder, everything here. It really depends on you. So because it's too customizable, it might be a little bit difficult for people very new to futures. Yeah, and also we have this QST. This CQG. Yeah, CQG platform is a more professional platform. Of course, it needs a little. We might charge a little bit of fee for this professional platform because it has all this very nice charting system, all very matured and good charting system inbuilt. I can say the very pretty platform will be the CQG, but it also has more types of this order type to be convenient for the traders with a special strategy to use. Yeah.
All right. So the CQG one is more of your advanced platform, right?
Yeah, yes. It is a very advanced platform. A lot of features. Yeah, but it is useful. It is useful for very seasoned traders. But if for beginners, I think AES is good as well. Most importantly, it is the easiest to learn. Yeah, a lot of dealers like our users to use AES platform because it's most easy to learn. But of course, some of the free platforms might be it is easy, but sometimes it has not some of the function. It doesn't have all the functions that might suit your strategy. So a lot of them will use the QST as well, just like that.
Yeah, to add on to what Susan said, although she did mention that AES is a very simple trading platform to use, it is by no means not power-packed with features. It is actually got a lot of features, which is actually more than sufficient for a person to trade. And in this particular platform, it has also got the mobile version. When you are moving around, you can actually check the prices and your positions too when you are not in the office or when you are traveling. The other thing that is good about this AES platform is that it is free for our clients, and like mentioned also earlier on, we give out demo accounts for AES for people to try out, how good the platform is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite sufficient also because it also has this like OCO order, one cancel another, some of this called synthetic order entering. This all you can learn from our future webinars and also from your dealer if you have an account with us.
Yeah, and also whatever products that we offer, right? Everything is available in AES. Of course, you know, we don't what they call give out the more advanced platforms to beginners. Mainly, like Susan pointed out, you know, that it is more difficult to use. But for professional traders, you know, they love you know, the features, you know, which are more advanced. So that is the difference between, you know, a so-called beginner platform and advanced platform.
All right. Okay, for those who have been asking, you know, whether RHB Investment Bank RHB Futures provide webinars, I'm just going to provide this section here. In fact, we already put it in the comment section. So if you find there are valuable insights tonight, if you want to know more, you can go into this website. Right, you have to fill out the form first. It's a beginner's guide on how to read price charts. All right, so please look on the comment section. We'll have pinned this on the comment section so you're able to see this in front of you. All right. And now, of course, the other thing is that if you want to get in touch with, you know, Vincent or Susan, or even get in touch with RHB Futures, with RHB Investment Bank, you can go to this website, rhbtradesmart.com/futures/webinar March, April 2020. Or you just go to rhbtradesmart.com/futures. You should see all the information there on the upcoming webinars that they have. All right. And lastly, for those who want to go and learn more about futures trading as well, Bursa Marketplace has also, or Bursa Malaysia has also offered a platform for those who want to learn more about investing and also trading in the futures market. So please do access bursaacademy.bursamarketplace.com. All right. So it's all pinned on the comment section. So please do look at the comment section. Yeah. Now I'm going to go into the last question or the last prize, and these are for the Facebook viewers. All right. So this question is also got to related with what we have mentioned earlier, and this time, if you have listened properly, then you may get the answer. If you don't listen properly, then you may not get the answer. All right, but it's actually quite a straightforward question, so I'm going to bring this up. Remember, once you have the first person who answer correctly, will get that 50 ringgit voucher, and give us about a few seconds before we announce the winner. All right, and this is for Facebook viewers. Okay, so the last question and the last prize for today, which is a 50 ringgit touch and go top up voucher. This is the question: which is a more professional system? Okay, CQG, AES, or QST platform? The most advanced one. All right, so you can just type it down, and the person who answered the first one correctly will be the winner. All right. Okay, now I think we only have a little bit more time before we can wrap this up. So, I mean, you already mentioned some of the futures, and I think on your slide you also showed the upcoming webinars, right? Maybe you want to show them when will be your next webinar so that they can also register for it.
Okay, so we have this what is futures trading for entry level webinar. Sorry, I think this is a typo. It is in English. Conducting tomorrow. Okay, maybe the dates are wrong as well. There's this English what is futures trading webinar tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, same time as this Facebook Live. And also we have a technical analysis. So if you already know what is futures trading, we have this technical analysis crash course also in English. This is maybe it's a wrong image that I pasted. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. So
you do have a session tomorrow. You do have a session tomorrow, eh?
Yeah, we do have a session tomorrow, 8 to 9 p.m. And the technical analysis crash course. Yeah, you can actually visit this this link, this RHB Trade Smart link, and you can register for our this two consecutive day webinars to learn more about trading.
Yeah, so that website link is on the comment section, is already pinned there, so you can just click there to register for the webinar. So if you want to see Susan again tomorrow, join her tomorrow, and you have to register through the link that has been provided. All right. Okay, so let me see if we have a winner, right? And maybe before I go and check the winner is, maybe you want to also share with us, what other services that RHB Futures provide for their clients.
What are the other services? Um,
So you have the platform, you have the webinars. I think you mentioned already, right?
Yeah, we have the APIs. We have good service. Yeah.
That's why you want the broker, lah. You want the best retail participating broker, right?
yeah, I
What makes you?
think basically our clients really like us because we also mentioned already just now. I mentioned again. Sorry. So we have this a very big advantage we have is that we have the most number of these futures representative all around Malaysia. Even Sabah Sarawak, we also have quite an amount of this licensed futures broker there. So each of the client means you're not alone. You can always find somebody to help you with your trading. When you see that there might be some problem with your trades, or you suddenly don't know what to do, or you want some advice, there's always someone to be there for you. This is what the best we can provide to our clients.
All right. Okay. Okay, I have a question here from a YouTube viewer. She's talking about how about RHB Invest user? Can they trade futures, or do they have to open a separate account?
RHB Invest is stock account, right, Vincent?
Yeah, it's a stock equities account. Yeah, so but you can find in RHB Invest too what they call the list of webinars that we have. That's how you can get the information from the resource center.
This RHB Invest, I think Mr. Alfbeck, right, is talking about the RHB Invest, mentioning it maybe is a platform also. We actually have a stock platform called this RHB Invest, but you still need to open a futures account because equities account and futures account are different. You need to open a futures account to get the trading platforms like AES, CQG, or QST for you to trade the futures. You can't trade it through RHB Invest. I hope I've answered your question.
Okay. Yeah, for those who are asking whether besides the weekly webinar, whether there are any other webinar and courses, please do join. Just go to the website, the link that we just provided, rhbsmart.com/futures/webinar. That's where you be able to see your time. The timetable is all there, right? The webinars.
Yeah, the timetables are actually all there. Let me see if I can just open the RHB Trade Smart link. Yep.
Okay, maybe Vincent, you want to tell what's the answer to the question earlier, number 3? We have the QST, we have the CQG platform, and AES. Which one is the most advanced one?
It's the CQG.
Okay, CQG, right? So the person who won this, actually the first person who answered is Derek, but Derek answered QST, so that's the wrong answer. And the winner is John Q, all right, who answered CQG. So that's the last winner for tonight, which is RM50 ringgit for a touch and go top up voucher. So John, our guys will get in touch with you shortly for you to redeem your prize for today. All right. Okay, Susan, are you able to get into the website or no?
Oh, yeah. Just a few more seconds. Oh, okay, it's here.
Yeah. If you're reloading that one, you actually have to unshare the screen and then share the other screen.
All right. Hold on.
Okay, Vincent, Wong Hongji is asking which platform has the which platform has the fastest execution, or got faster and slower one?
Okay, fastest one, of course, is CQG. QST won't lose out, mainly due to, it is an advanced platform. But, it is not noticeable because all these trades are being executed in milliseconds. So years also you will not feel it, because it is a slower platform in a sense, but because it's in milliseconds, you don't actually feel it.
Right. So that, I mean, of course, you cannot have like one platform have an advantage against the other one, right?
Yeah, it depending on what kind of trader you are. Because advanced traders, they have a bit more complex strategies to deal with, and that's why they prefer a more advanced platform. Which we have to mention, for CQG you have to pay for it, whereas AES is free. So that is the advantage of having the free platform here.
Yeah, for those who are asking about commission rates, guys, you have to contact RHB Futures directly so that you can actually deal with them directly, right? Because different people will have, depending on your trades and all that, you can always discuss with them. So please do contact them. Like I said, we already provided the links there for you to actually click on to download and to contact Vincent and also Susan. All right. Now this is not a question, but I think this comment here is quite interesting. I just want to put it up, and this could probably be your tagline, because you mentioned about not feeling lonely, right? So here Hakim R says, "Never feel lonely no more. Trading with RHB futures."
It's very good tagline. I hope everybody will write on it.
Okay. Yeah. So Susan, you want to share with us that knowledge center, that the website, right?
Yeah, so this is our knowledge center. You can just type this RHB Trade Smart from Google, and then you can scroll around here. There's a lot of info here, like trading platforms. You can look at our trading platforms, the features of our trading platform, see which suits you best in this RHB Trade Smart. And also you can click on the education. Hold on. You can click on education and the knowledge center, and you scroll down. So if you can choose on the topics you are interested. Yeah, they are all here. And then there's this event calendar. You can point on it, and you can see that tomorrow you can see that there's a what is futures trading entry level, and then on 12 there's a technical analysis crash course. Yeah, you can find them all in this website.
All right. Wow. So I see got quite a lot of colors on your calendar. That means quite a lot of webinars that you do as well.
Yes, a lot of events. You can choose the one that you like to learn.
All right.
Yeah, as mentioned, this is how we reach out to our clients. So this is one of our strengths, and therefore, whether clients or non-clients, you are welcome to join the webinars.
All right. Okay, I think that's about the time that we have for tonight. So before we end, do you have any last things that you want to say to the audience before we end this session?
Well, we have to thank everyone for joining us and listening to us. And hopefully you find that the sharing that we have done this evening is useful and enlightens you, in the futures market. And if you are aspiring to be a futures trader, of course, we have shared, how you can take that journey, and hopefully you will ride with us, So I think that tagline helps a lot.
Yeah, and for our topic, who makes the money, we also wish that you're the one who make the money in the futures trading.
Yeah, for those who won, you have 150 ringgit, so you have made the money.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Vincent and Susan. That's Vincent and Susan from RHB Futures or RHB Investment Bank. Thank you, Vincent and Susan, for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us.
All right, good. So for those who have joined us tonight as well, thank you so much for joining us. And please remember, when you want to trade with a broker, please make sure that they are regulated. They are under the Capital Market Acts. They are under the scrutiny of Securities Commission and so on. Because right now there are so many other brokers available, especially the international one, and so on and so forth. But make sure they are regulated like RHB. All right. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again in the next session. Till then, have a good evening and happy trading.
Thank you.
Happy trading.